DK64 is terrible, according to the internet. Well, today, I'm here to tell you that the internet is wrong. Thank you and good night. What? Prove it? Oh, man, I hate it when people say that. But fine, I'll do it. Not to prove a point. Not for me, not for you, but for the next generation of gamers. Because they deserve better, and more importantly, they deserve to know the truth. Listen to me, soldier. There's a war, and it's been declared on fun. And when there's a war, you gotta know the enemy. You gotta know their position. And quite frankly, the enemy's position is ludicrous and absurd. Seriously, how are you gonna complain about too many collectibles in a collectathon game? It's in the name. I don't understand that. Even if you're ready to die on this hill, there are too many collectibles. You don't need to collect all of them to beat the game. You just want to collect all of them. Except, not really, because if you did, you would do it. So that just means that you want the credit without actually having to do the work. There's a word for that. It's called stolen valor, soldier. Do not fall victim to ego here. This game is so big it holds the world record for most collectibles in a video game, and it has held on to that record for 25 years. It's got almost double the amount of collectibles that Super Mario Odyssey has, and that game turned out fine. So again, relax, it's okay, and the game is still fun. In fact, I would argue that even if you're lazy, having more collectibles is actually a really good thing, because more collectibles means less places for them to hide. You see them more. So isn't that a good thing? I don't know, maybe if you don't like collecting collectibles in a collectathon, the game's just not for you, and that's fine. But if you insist on having an opinion about a game when you don't even enjoy the genre, I think you'd be more comfortable over at that place.
Weenie Hut Juniors!
Hey, this place isn't half bad. I went ahead and ordered us a sundae. Oh, uh-oh, hang on a second. Waiter? Yeah, there's a problem with my sundae. There's ice cream in it. See how silly I sound? At this point, the nicest thing someone could do was call me a weenie. See? Now, collecting bananas in this game can seem overwhelming. There are so many, which is why I like to think of them like drips of water slowly filling a bucket. There's only one way that water is going to reach the top, one drip at a time, which is why if you focus on that and you're staring at it constantly, it's gonna feel like it's taken forever. Which is why you gotta let your mind wander. This game is a marathon, not a sprint, so slow down and take your time with it. If you do this, you'll notice you'll stop paying attention to the collectibles and start paying attention to objectives. The phrase, how do I get that banana, turns into, how do I get to that banana? Think about Mario Odyssey. It's not about the moons. It's what you do to get the moons that matters. And that's where the fun is. Good collectathons make you forget about the collectibles, because you're just having so much fun playing the game. And by the time you look back at the bucket, whoa, it's a lot more full than you remember, because those series of little wins gave you momentum and you were able to enter a flow state. Now this is the next problem that people have with this game. Unlike games like Mario Odyssey, you can't just pick something up because you walk into it. You gotta be the right Kong, which means you gotta remember where the collectible is, walk back to the tag barrel, select the correct Kong, and go pick it up. Now look, you're a big kid. I'm not gonna argue with you. I know it's slower than the games we get today. I could sit here and tell you it's about the journey. I could ask you if a 10-second walk back is really enough to ruin an entire game for you. I could ask if your attention span is really so broken that anything less than constant stimulation is hell on earth. But I have a different strategy. Rather than arguing, I'm gonna do what the news does. I'm gonna scare you. When you backtrack in a video game, you're using something called your active memory. It's like the brain's workbench. New information is coming in and you use that information and apply it to what you already know. There are a lot of health benefits to exercising this part of your brain. The most significant being that it protects against cognitive decline. Now, what is cognitive decline? Well, if you have to ask me that, you might already be in trouble. So basically, every moment you spend away from DK64, your brain is at risk. Now, my legal team has advised me that this is a perfect time to remind you that this is not financial or medical advice. I'm just trying to scare you. Now it's time to talk about the most disturbing problem people have with this game, and the guy at the center of it all. Did he? You want to know, did he do it? Over the years, his behavior has been deemed inappropriate by many, like the time in Angry Aztec where he was allegedly seen shooting nuts into the mouth of a tower. People have also taken issue with the fact that all of his collectibles are red, not because they're painted red, but because they're soaked in the blood of Kremlings. Wait, what? Oh, the mini-games. The third issue was mini-games. Alright, it's time to talk about mini-games. Oh, I am so excited. Now, some people say they don't like these mini-games, mainly Beaver Bother. And because they brought up Beaver Bother, we're done talking about mini-games now. Hey, why don't we direct your attention to the other games that they have in this game? Like, the original Donkey Kong? Listen, I'm not making that joke. I know you want. I'm not doing it. Everybody has a line. I'm not doing it. Now, I understand by today's standards, the game might not look super impressive, but it's not just a game. It's history. It gave us the DK rap. It has a world record. It had such a large impact on the identity of Donkey Kong. This game is full of soul, and in the right hands, this game is an absolute treasure. And if I can help even one person realize that, then I've done my job. Because this game is overhated, and its reputation deserves a whole lot better. Or at least, that's what I went into this video thinking. But then I realized something. It doesn't matter if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Argue with me all you want. It's not gonna change anything. Remember, this game is history. And history does not remember who is right or wrong. History simply remembers who was holding the coconut gun. Yeah.
So the finally here, performing for you. If you know the work you can join into, put your hands together if you want it left. As we take you through this funky rap. Bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Can't shoot a feeling here.